Well, hello there. If you're here to learn how to make nuggets. I'm going to teach you how to make them 2 ways. Nuggets are one of my favorite foods, but unfortunately, they're usually made with complete crap. So I'm going to teach you how to make them in 2 different ways. One very easy and one a little more technical with a little bit of spice. Let's get into it. So the first one is actually pretty easy. You need flour for the first coat, 2 eggs, panko crumbs, I guess onion powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper, and I'm not going to try and do this. I use Parmesan. It's about 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1 tablespoon of garlic, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper, and 1 tablespoon of the Parmesan. Pretty easy. You can't really get it wrong, we hope. Like schnitzels, I have been constantly told not to do what I usually do and get both hands in all of this, and it ends up being goopy. So we're going to try and be responsible adults and use a fork to keep your hands, one hand at least, from being dirty.
Moments later.
So we start off by putting the chicken in the flour, my friend into the lovely thing. I guess it's my dirty hand then. We fucked that up already. And then chuck it into there. And it should come out coated and amazing. And then you repeat that. So I'll come down here with you. So while I'm heating up the oil, I've gotten the remaining panko and egg and a little bit of cheese mixed together and chucked it on the pan. I just do that so it helps me identify when the pan's hot. Also, it's a nice little snack while you cook. Not the most healthiest little snack, but it's like a good little je ne sais quoi in the middle of cooking your little nuggets. Okay, so they're done, and behind me, technically done, and I really want to eat them, but I can't until the end. But the next one, you'll need a blender. I don't have a blender here. I do have a NutriBullet. It's a bit ghetto, but it'll do what I need to do. So we're going to ignore the fact that you can see my subpar setup and my water. But because I'm using the NutriBullet, I'm going to have to actually cut up it a bit smaller before I put it in, just because it probably won't work. Do as quick as possible because I really want to eat the other ones. So I'm tempting fate right now. You can technically get chicken mince instead of doing this. I just find that it's hard to find chicken mince, especially with like shops being kind of subpar. What was that? Let's ignore the fact that I feel like I'll just be about to be broken into. I'm just going to chuck the lid on top of this and blend it. You don't want to blend it so much that it's just kind of liquidy. But that should do. That's all you really need. So it's kind of fibrous. And I'm going to do this. Wait, can I reach? There we go. It's fibrous and perfect. Because I've only got a small amount of chicken, we're only going to add a small amount of cheese. Just because of the fact that you don't want to overwhelm it, it won't stick together as well. So it's probably about 2 tablespoons worth. Once mixed in, I'll be even better. I'll add a little bit more. With the jalapenos, you're not going to want them as big. I do have a mixture of jalapenos and chilies. I do like spice. I really like spice. You want to roughly chop them. So it's probably about a tablespoon. It also depends with jalapenos how spicy you want it. I'll probably add a couple more just because I like a bit of kick. This is for myself. For once, I'm not feeding other people because I usually am feeding literally everyone else besides myself. But that's just because I enjoy cooking. If you feel like there's not enough cheese or jalapenos, you can add a little bit more if you really want. Like, I feel like I could probably add more jalapenos to this mix than what I have already, just because I feel like they've spread out quite a far and it won't be that spicy. El spicy. Probably a little bit more. If you ever watch a video where there's spice needed that I'll do in the future, you'll see that I am someone who is let it burn, let it burn, and let it burn. I have done challenges before. I have done chili challenges at restaurants before where they made me sign a waiver. There was tears, but it was so fun. With this recipe, it works out kind of almost exactly like the last one, where you get chicken, the flour, the egg, and but this time breadcrumbs, because it feels a little bit, it sticks a little bit better. So with this one though, you'll need the salt and pepper, about 1 teaspoon each, or until you think that your soul has been fulfilled. It's always harder to use these things because you never know how much you get properly. And the hand movements are sus. Really sus. I might cut this out. We'll find out. Once again, my favorite friends, garlic powder, the onion powder, but now we have paprika. Now where is my, it's about 1 tablespoon, but I can't really, come on body. That'll do. So about a tablespoon. Now here's like something that I don't really tell too many people I use chicken stock powder. It does help immerse flavor, and that's 1 teaspoon. It does add a bit of saltiness, so watch out when you add salt. I'm just gonna grab a spoon. Now, we do it again, but this time it's a little harder because the chicken might struggle to stay together. If you find it struggling to stay together, add an egg. But you're gonna shape it to like chicken nugget size. I'm not gonna care about hands again. Too much pressure. If you want more coating, you could just go boop, boop, and a boop. Oop, come back here, egg. And that'll add a thicker coat onto it. And rinse and repeat. You can use panko crumbs instead, but I feel like the breadcrumbs are just, because there's so much texture going on, it minimizes the texture. So if you're a little bit spicy, it helps. You can make as many or as little as you want with this mixture. Just make a sizing a bit different each time. And with that, that is 2 different types of chicken nuggets. I actually prefer these ones because they've got a lot more flavor because of what's mixed inside of them, but they both got their own qualities. This one's easier, quicker, and crunchier, and these ones are more flavorful. So it's whatever you want. The recipes are down below in my reception. The recipes are down below in the description. On my website, you'll have 2 different recipes for these because there's 2 different recipes. Subscribe, like, comment, and share, and all that. Thanks, guys. Bye.